Hello guys, we're back for some more Dark Souls 3. Hello Rhett, you're the first boy in here. Let me stop squatting. So we're gonna go back to the Ashes of Ariandel. We're gonna complete that DLC, or at least get as far as we can in this stream. But there's a few things we're gonna do right before we start that. First of all, we're back where we first met Onion Bro, and if we take this elevator all the way up, there's gonna be a surprise at the top. We sort of reach the point in the game where the surprise is. So if we go all the way up here, if you guys remember, there was a friendly giant up here who shot enemies for us, and we're just gonna go and pay him a visit and see how he's... Oh. He died. Remember what I said about Dark Souls? Is everybody dying, being a sad time? So he drops the Hawk Ring. The Hawk Ring is really good if you're doing a bow build. It increases the range of your bows. So it's a pretty good item. Could have sworn I saw something else over here. So we're gonna homeward bone back to the last bonfire we sat at. Oh man. I gotta go take care of errands. Have a fun stream, guys. You have a good time with your errands, my guy. So that's the first thing that we did. So I know, I start off the stream just with a sad time. So let's go ahead and we are going to teleport over to the next spot. We have 3 little things to do right before we go back to the Ashes of Ariandel. So let's go over to the Dragon Slayer armor. Ooh, you're getting tendies at night? Damn, dude. I just ate leftover pizza. Like, I woke up this morning and started eating leftover pizza. I finished the leftover pizza I ordered like a day or 2 ago. And man... I'm surprised I don't feel sick, because immediately waking up and eating leftover pizza is not a good time. So I want you guys to take a look at how many souls my character has, just to give you an idea of what I was doing off screen. So if you can't quite see it, that is about 860,000 souls. It's a lot. It's a lot of souls. Because while I was off screen, I did some farming for 2 very specific items that I'd rather not have you guys see me farm for on screen. So that is the first. Here is the Sunlight Medal. Now the Sunlight Medal you get every time you do cooperation with a Sunbro, and you can turn that over here at the little Sunbro thing. And this guy attacking us while we're turning in stuff. So to basically be max rank in a Covenant, you need 30 of any of the Covenant items. So let's go ahead and pray here, and we're gonna offer all 30 of our medals at once. And that will give us the Sacred Oath and the Great Lightning Spear miracles, which are both pretty okay. It's kind of weird. Most people won't have 30 medals, so it's weird. Like, you'll go through the entire game, right, with just, like, shitty Lightning Spear if you're doing a miracle, like, spear run, right? So you go through with just Lightning Spear, and then you get to the very last boss of the game, and his soul makes the Sunlight Spear, which is the most damaging one. And then you get the great one later when you turn in the medals. It's just, I don't like the progression. I feel like you should have gotten this for doing the medals, but then you would have gotten it halfway through the game if you just farmed for it. So it's kind of weird, you know? How close are we to the end of the game? Well, technically we've already beat the base game. At this point, we just have a few things left to do. We have the Ashes of Ariandel, we have one optional area, and then the other DLC. So let's go ahead and go to the Great Wolf. Where is he? Perimeter? Oh, there we go. Old Wolf. Now, the Swords Blade Grass is an item that you get for doing the Old Wolf Covenant. It's where you invade people in the forest. And I farmed for that. Because there are enemies, there's certain enemies you can kill that'll give you the Blade Grass so you don't have to do invasions. And I farmed for literal hours off screen so that you guys wouldn't have to see me do that, but you would see what the items are for doing it. And that's why I have so many souls. So let's go ahead and turn these in also. And that will give us the Curved Wolf Greatsword, the Curved Knight's Great Shield, and the Wolf Ring. All of those are... not all of them. 2 out of 3 of those are good. The Wolf Ring, absolute shit. Completely garbage. Who was the last boss? Oh, the last boss of this game is the Kiln of First Flame. The last boss is, in fact, the Soul of Cinders. I think we fought that, maybe not last stream, but the stream before that. And hello, Caprowine. Welcome to the stream. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with all these souls. We'll probably just level up right now with them. That should take us close to level 120, which is where we're gonna be stopping when it comes to leveling up, so let's go ahead. Let's see how many levels we can get. We're probably gonna get about 6. Or 12. That's what I meant to say. Let's go ahead and put 6 here and 6 here. Yep, there we go. 12 exactly. And that brings us up to level 112, which means we can only get 4 more stats in Intelligence and Faith. And at that point, we're just set. Wow, we still have like 32,000 left over. That's quite a bit. So let's go back to the Ashes of Ariandel. We're going to go ahead and continue with that DLC. If I recall, we need to be at the Rope Bridge Cave. So we've already taken out the optional boss for the Ashes of Ariandel, which is the Big Wolf and the Champion. We've already done that, so that's pretty cool. At this point, now we just kind of have to complete it. Now, I've mentioned before, people ask me, is this DLC good? And I've talked about how people say it's not good. And the thing is that this DLC is pretty good. It's just right when the DLC starts to get, like, you're just like, damn, this is, you know, really good now. Can't wait to see what's next. It just ends. That's the main problem with this DLC, is that it's too fucking short. And it's unenjoyable because of how short it is, you know? I was trying to do a jump attack and I forgot I don't really have a jump attack with this sword. Alright, there's gonna be boys hiding over here. So we're gonna jump them before they jump us. Ah! No! Goddamn sword. I do think that this DLC has some pretty interesting weapons in it, though. And this is like the weirdest part of the DLC. You just slide here. It's real weird. Like, there's no other place where you, like, slide in this game. This is kind of weird, you know? Where the hell is everybody? I don't know, man. It's just you and me. Just me and the 5 of you guys watching. That's all I need. It's not about how many people are here. It's about how many people are having a good time. And if 5 out of 5 are having a good time, that's good enough for me. Let's... Which way should we go, actually? There's many ways we can go. Going down there is where we're supposed to go to continue, but we're gonna go up here because there's items. Should probably have the cat's ring so I don't take damage, but who cares? Now, the main thing is that is a Corvian village. Now, the Corvians are these little weird bird people, and they come alive when you go near them, so pretty much if you see them on the floor, you should just be attacking. Because they are disgusting. And they don't really hurt that much. In fact, they don't really do much in general. They just kind of exist and be sad. Are there any items down here? I forget if there's items down there. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot how disgusting they are. Oh, God, they're all alive. Okay, well, none of them are really gonna chase me with this weird spider thing, We'll get that and keep going. I actually don't know the names for a lot of these enemies. I just kind of call them other things. Oh, Jesus. You might actually be a problem if you hang out there if I have to retreat. Are you guys ready for, like, the most bullshit enemy in Dark Souls 3? It's so goddamn annoying. There he is. That guy right fucking there is so tough. Oh, shit. Don't attack me. Do not attack me! Get staggered, asshole. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Ooh. Okay. Legitimately, one of the hardest enemies is that one right there. If you're not using ranged, if you have to fight that in melee range, you might actually get wrecked. They're real strong. So you really don't want to fight them 1v1. Exist and be sad, aka every single Dark Souls game. That's pretty much how it works, yeah. If you want to live in the Dark Souls universe, there's really one requirement, and that's just be sad all the time. Something? Yeah, there was a fight down there. We can't actually see anything down there because we already killed everything. But you could see down there and see the boss if you hadn't killed him. So, if you guys... This rot is really gross looking. Before I start asking questions, let's actually talk to this NPC and hear what they have to say. Hello.
Oh, well, there is nothing forlorn about you. You must be the other Ash, I suppose. Oh, finally, you have come. Oh, wondrous Ash, grant us our wish. Make the tales true, and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her. You are Ash, are you not? Is it not fire that you seek?
Okay, so this guy is like the only friendly NPC in this entire DLC, which most people wouldn't know. They kind of just assumed he'd be an enemy and then attack him, right? So you gotta kind of leave him alive because he gives you a Titanite slab if you complete the DLC and then come back and talk to him. So we're just gonna leave him there. He kind of just asks us to burn down this world, which is kind of the whole goal of the DLC, really. Finally, you've come. I mean, if you read it like that, you know. I don't see any, you know, any people he could have sex with. I guess, you know, I'll have to do. Oh, hello. What you doing? Just hanging out? Okay. These people are basically just waiting for the world that they inhabit to just die. You know, that's what they're doing. It's just them waiting for everything to either burn or rot away. And one character is trying to prevent that from happening. I can hear a crystal lizard. I cannot see one, though. Alright, so... Oh, no, never mind. We don't want to drop down over here. We want to drop down across the bridge. So this little town area is pretty extensive and kind of confusing if you don't know where you're going. But I know pretty much exactly where we're going. We were going to do the slime. I don't like that. It's pretty simple if you know where you're going, which I do. We're probably just gonna breeze through this little town and get all the items we need and then leave. There's a lot of embers in this DLC, which is nice. Needs more chopping. Well, you know, Dash, maybe I didn't want to do a chopping playthrough. This way, you know what? Actually, that's wrong. This was a chopping playthrough once. No attacking me. This was originally a chopping playthrough because I did use the battle axe, you know. Technically, I was chopping enemies. God, they sound so disgusting. Alright, so there's nothing over here, I don't think. I'm supposed to go over this way now? Yeah, that's it. I gotta go do this, jump across, pick up this item right here. That's down where the little guy was, who was hanging out. Oh, yeah? Was that your plan, my guy? Needs more dinosaurs. Imagine raptors in Dark Souls. You know, I mean, the closest you're gonna get to, like, dinosaurs in Dark Souls is Dark Souls 1 with all the demons, you know? Because the demons are kind of, I guess, the closest you could... wait, no. We're in the wrong Dark Souls game if you want dinosaurs. You know? Oh my god. Well, I'm not gonna get that. Did it just kill itself? No, it didn't. It lived. Shit. No, if you want dinosaurs, Dark Souls 2 is the game that you need. It's a spicy playthrough, though. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot spicier now that we have this sword. But if you want dinosaurs, Dark Souls 2 has dinosaurs in it. Specifically in one DLC, the Sunken King DLC. So those are the crow's quills, which is a rapier mixed with throwing daggers. So if you want to be like a huge weeb, everybody uses those. They're pretty fun, but I'm not very good at using them. No, but in Dark Souls 2, there are these like weird dinosaur like head, mouth, bipedal enemies. They're really confusing to explain. Imagine a dinosaur's head without a body or anything, just the head connected to two really big feet. And it's bipedal, and it just, like, stomps around and does a fuck ton of damage. And also, it's covered in black slime. And it's kind of gross looking. Like, that's exactly what's in the Dark Souls 2 DLC. I mean... And then there was also, I mean, well, those are dragons, though. In Dark Souls 1, there are just, like, the bottom halves of dragons and wyverns just hanging out, like skeletons. We're getting go now? We're gonna go just forward, actually. Right, I forgot that tough enemy jumps down and everybody runs away. And he is already throwing shit at me, and what I need to do is find where I need to drop down. Not over here. Over here, we're gonna drop down. Just fall down on you. And open up this little gate. And then grab this item. Simple gem. Not really worth falling down, there's nothing really here, but it's good to have, I guess. That does not sound like a dinosaur. It sounds like a demon. It's much more dinosaur looking than demon looking, to be honest. Dragons are just dinosaurs with wings. That's true. They're just dinosaurs with wings, really. They're just really big lizards, you know? But then you have to differentiate between wyverns and dragons. I really like that Dark Souls, like, really expresses the difference between the two. Because there is a difference, you know? Dragons have 4 limbs, and wyverns just have 2. You know, they just have the legs and then the wings, right? And like the hands are usually built into the wings. Whereas dragons have, you know, like arms and legs, you know? And there's a really big difference in Dark Souls. Like in Dark Souls it really matters. Oh my god. Why is the game... This area likes to lag also, which is not fun. Man, it'd be really cool if you just fucked right off, wouldn't it? Yeah, just like that. You're doing a real good job. Keep it up, bud! You're doing real great. Keep it up. Really. Please. Just keep doing what you're doing there. Holy shit. I'm actually kind of stuck in that building. Probably a bad idea, but I guess I'll just... Oh. Oh, okay. Someone was also invading me at the same time. I didn't even know that. Was there a thing that said I was invaded? Did I just not notice I was invaded? That's so weird. Huh. No, but being a dragon in this game is way more, like, relevant than being a wyvern, because dragons are immortal, and they're also super strong in Dark Souls. So it's really good to know the difference, because there is, in fact, a difference. Yeah, I knew you were going to be there. I knew you were coming for me, bud. I don't want to go down that way. What I want to do is run right past the guy who's going to just dive right out at me with his best buddy. Goddamn Raoul. Shit. Do not try and attack me, please. I'm still gonna call wyverns dragons because I'm not a nerd. I mean, you can do that, certainly. I'm not gonna stop you, you know? Some people get really, really, like, into it, you know? They're like,
if you call it this instead of this, then you're a fucking pleb and you don't deserve to...
this? Yeah, like, people get into it, you know? It's just... It's more of a technicality, if anything. It's not worth debating. It's just more like interesting knowledge to know, you know? Or you can just be like, hey guys, that's not a dragon, technically. You know, I mean, you just kind of look cool for like a second. You can fuck right off, my guy. We don't want to go down that way. What's a pterodactyl? There are no pterodactyls in Dark Souls, that I can say. Why do those chicken fetuses have tails? You know? They also cast magic. I would love to give you an answer on why these chicken fetuses can also shoot magic and have tails, but I don't quite understand why they do. There's actually interesting lore about it, but I don't really know it, to be honest. Technicalities, who needs them? I know, right? Who needs technicalities? It's all just petty bullshit anyway. Alright, so which way do I want to head? There are people shooting at me. It's kind of a trick. They want me to go over there and pick up that item. Because if I pick up that item, then they're going to shoot me from up top and then I'll die. And that's just not a good time. So we're going to sneak around and get them. Oh, well, now I'm getting invaded. Which really sucks. This is not a good place to be invaded from because there's tons of enemies everywhere. But I mean, I guess they're not really enemies that hurt me all that much. So let's go sneak around, actually. Holy shit! What just happened? Okay, so he's got a bow and arrow, I guess. Trying to see where this guy could be. I think he's got a bow and arrow and he's trying to shoot at me. Whoop. Yeah, he does. He's got a great bow. Those are the crow talons, which are a hand-to-hand weapon. Holy shit. Overall, I enjoyed Dark Souls 2, but I wouldn't play it again. I played Dark Souls 2, I think, more than any other Dark Souls game. I don't know. Tons of people hated it. Everybody says it's like the worst game ever made. But, like, I don't think it's that bad, you know? I really don't. I think it gets kind of a bad rap. But that's just me. They're the Cult of Yoke, my favorite Dark Souls faction. They're not part of a cult called the Cult of Yoke. Because if they are, that is the dumbest fucking name. These magic boys actually do a lot of damage if you're not careful. So be careful for them. I don't know where that... Oh shit, I've got 2 people summoned in to kill this Red Phantom. And I honestly don't know where he is. And that's a little spooky. Because not knowing where people are is like... Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh, okay. I thought that was the Red Phantom and I just fucking like spazzed out. Jesus Christ. I had to jumped out of my seat for like a split second there. Slave Knight set. Holy fuck. Oh my god, dude. I thought that was the red, and I thought I was about to get, like, one shot by the red, but then it was my blue. And I mean, it's a good thing that it was my blue, and not a red, but, like, holy shit. Okay, now, we're being invaded right now, as I just mentioned. So not a good time to read item descriptions, but the set that we just picked up, the Slave Knight set, was, is the set that's worn by the NPC that brought us into this DLC, Slave Knight Gil. So, it's a pretty important set, and it actually gives us direct lore about Gil himself, and basically how old he is, and why can't I progress? Oh, is this that one little area that's like bugged? Ugh. The step is like legitimately bugged. Ow! Fuck! What the hell was that? Ow! Jesus Christ! I don't know what's hitting me right now. Is the invader invisible? I think the invader is invisible right now. I was getting hit by nothing. Is that just... Am I insane? Or is the invader invisible? I feel like something wrong is happening here, you know? Like well, something just... Oh, shit! Well, the invader's getting him now. I don't know what's going on. I am actually confused as fuck. Is he up there? Is the invader up there? Is that what's happening? Are we fighting? What the fuck is going on right now? Oh, he's got a shield. Oh, okay, there he is. There he is. Okay, my guy, fuck you. I don't even know where you are. Oh, shit. He's trying to, like, Wrath of the Gods me. What is going on? Am I fighting a cheater right now? Am I fighting a goddamn cheater McPeter Pants over here? Well, somebody backstabbed him, I guess. Holy shit. Am I confused? Oh, okay. He's over there, I guess. What? Like, what's going on, you know? Oh, there he is. Well, he killed our blue. I don't know why he's invisible. Like, that's still really throwing me for a loop right now, you know? Yeah, fuck off, I guess. What is... Honestly, though... Oh, okay. Okay, bud. I didn't know it was Lloyd's Talisman Day. Oh, and he's gonna heal up, too. What a cool guy. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah? Yeah? Oh my god. Where are you attacking from, you invisible cheating motherfucker? Literally eat my ass. Like, the amount of ass you need to eat right now is too high. Are you trying to backstab me right now? He is. He's trying to backstab me, and he's healing. I'm so fucking confused right now as to what's happening. Like, what? What is happening right now? You know? Fuck. I need more mana. Alright. So we'll go up this ladder, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, well there goes my blue, I guess. Okay guys, well... Time for my next plan. No, I don't want to be a grave in a house! I have no idea where this fucking guy is. Tony, how big is your ass? Why did I ask that? Ask Caprowine. That's a good question. I mean, Spicy Boy's ass is really small. He's actually, like, the smallest character size in the game. It's just that I'm wearing armor. Oh, he's in here now! I don't feel too bad dying, because that guy was a straight-up cheater. My god. Let it be known, I got invaded by a guy who's literally invisible and has like a zillion Estus. That was really, really dumb. What weapon was he even using? And how did he hit me when I was mid-roll? Like, I died mid-roll, and that doesn't seem like a thing that should be happening. Alright, well we got all the shortcuts though, so that's a good thing. My souls are just gonna be right in here. My box plan didn't even work out. Hi guys. Oh god, it's lagging because there's so many enemies everywhere. And half of them aren't even aggressive. Man. Chester Cheetah in Dark Souls, what have I unleashed upon the world? Yeah, well, I mean, there is a character in Dark Souls called Marvelous Chester. He's got like one of the best looking sets in the game, to be honest. Please do not puke on me while I go up the ladder. Thank you. Thank you, please. Bye. I'll leave you to it then. I'm still a little salty about that invasion. What the fuck was that? Why did I get invaded by goddamn Invisible Joe? Why does this happen to me? Couldn't happen to someone else? That was so unbelievably dumb. And I know that he had to have known that he was invisible too. Like, that guy knew he was cheating. Because he was standing in front of the doorway shooting. Like, or shielding. So he knew that he could just stand there and no harm would come to him. It's actually a trick. You shouldn't go over there. Alright, let's get this guy down off this ledge. The trick is you go over there and try to get it, and then you die to this bird boy. And he's gonna jump at me! Oh god! Please. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you thought you were fucking smart, bud. Yeah, get fucked. I stabbed him right in his goddamn penis. That's how I roll. Who wouldn't want to invade you, Tony? I don't know. Someone who's good at the game? Because it would be like beating up on a very dumb child, because I'm not the best at this game when it comes to PvP. At this point, that guy just was picking on me, because I'm not good. Like, what's he gonna... He's not gonna learn anything. He's not gonna improve by beating on me. Oh, shit. I thought there were items here. I guess not. Ooh, and he's angry, and I don't like when he's angry. That means he's gonna do damage. What is our mission currently? Well, our mission was to beat the Soul of Cinders and, you know, rekindle the bonfire. You know, the original First Flame. But, I mean, we already did that, technically. So I guess our goal for the two separate DLCs is very different, you know? Like, this first DLC, our goal is to basically burn down this painting, you know? This world is rotting and we're basically trying to burn it down. And then I guess the goal for the second DLC is to find the original Dark Soul. And then, you know, take it, I guess. Because the second DLC is all about finding the first Dark Soul. It's about going to where the first human basically was. The first Pygmy Lord. It's technically more accurate to say. Oh, this next part's gonna really suck. So our goal at this point is just kind of looking for a way to find the flame that's in this world and then rekindle it. Because there is a flame that's keeping this world, like, alive. But it's gonna be snuffed out soon. There's just one guy trying to, like, maintain it and make sure it works. So this little area down here has the worst fucking spell in the game. Legitimately, of all of the magic, between pyromancy, sorcery, miracles, everything, the worst, absolute worst spell is right down here. And they buffed it, too. Like, they buffed the spell, and it's still ass. Just to give you an idea of how bad it is. Oh god, please. Just let me open the door, at least. Before you start trying to kick my ass. Thank you! Bye! Please don't follow me out, that would be really nice of you. Oh god, they're gonna do it anyway. Open the gate! Open the gate! I'm invincible while I open the gate, fuck you! You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me, you dick. Ow! Shit, okay, now he can. Ow! Oh my god! The range on him. Range on him. Got a lot of range, this guy. Oh my god, if this area didn't lag so bad. It's not even a very visually impressive level, it just lags because there's so much shit. No you don't. No you don't. Hey. Hey! You wanna play Ring Around the Rosie around the pillar? Oh Christ! Do not interrupt me while I'm casting spells, please. Last one. Got him. And they make you fight 2 of these things if you drop down. Remember how I walked out of that building? If I had dropped down, I would have had to fight 2 of them. This is the ice level, the DLC. Why is the hell in every game an ice level? Honestly, like, the worst levels in games are ice levels. Oh god. Hey. Hey, how you doing? Please, do not dive me! He's just coming down for a cool pose. He wasn't actually gonna attack. That's a good thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He was not doing just a cool pose there. Oh my god. He's trying so hard. Nope. There we go. Let's pick up this spell after all that work. It's the Way of the White Corona. It's fucking bad. It is bad. So this spell, here's what it does. Basically, if you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, you just summon Destructo Disc. You just summon a little white disc and you throw it forward, and then the disc returns. And like, it does damage as long as you're standing in it. And it's just so goddamn bad. It just does such shitty damage, it's so unusable, I cannot even explain it. It's just the worst spell in the game, just by far. Hello? Were you perhaps gonna attack me, tree lady? Or were you just gonna burn to death and then die? That's what I thought. They have yaoi hands and pose for no reason, they're just JoJo. Honestly, though. The crows in this game are basically just the pillarmen from JoJo. Let's run over and kill this tree. I do like that I'm a pyromancer, if only because it makes this ice level, like, real easy. It makes this DLC kind of trivial, because half the enemies react to fire like that. Like, the wolves just get absolutely fucked by fire. And then the tree lady gets fucked by fire. You know? Like, all the things that should be giving me trouble, like, those tree ladies are actually really resistant to, like, normal weapons. But they're just easy mode. There's an ice town in the main game, so you must have gotten shitty luck. Oh, that's upsetting. Oh, we're about to be invaded.
I've seen your kind, time and time again. Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony that you will.
I'm just gonna hope that he was done talking. So, this is the guy that we met right in front of the cathedral when we got into this DLC. He's basically a minion of Frida. Frida was that woman who told us to leave the chapel and not bother doing anything. Oh, can you fuck right off with that, my guy? That whole healing thing, can you just fuck right off with that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, are you trying to look cool right now? Are you trying to stunt on me? He's trying to stunt on me. Oh, he's gonna heal again. What an actual dingus. This is dingus levels in real time. Oh my god. Come on. Alright, well, if you're gonna... Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Oh, how you doing? Put that shield down. It'd be really cool if you did. It'd be really cool if you put that shield down, my guy. Yeah. There we go.
My lady, I swore an oath that I have failed.
Goddamn Vinheim. Contraption key and the onyx blade. Okay, so Frida, the lady in the church, is basically trying to freeze the world that we're in. And by doing that, she's locked away the little girl who painted this entire world, who's trying to fix it. And we can bring flame to her to keep the world going. So she locked the little girl in this building, and that was her lackey that she essentially left here to guard the little girl so that nobody rescued her. So that's why he was there. I know it's kind of weird and the game doesn't really explain it too well, but that's kind of what's going on. Oh, I should probably, since we have a breather here between people invading and bullshit invisible people. So the Slave Knight helm is a really interesting item to read. A cloth hood issued to slave knights, colored red to vibrantly signify their stature. Long ago, only the undead served as slave knights, using as fodder in the bleakest of battles. They grew decrepit, their skin charred black and their bones twisted. Eventually, they went outright mad, but were never relieved from duty. So, by reading that, it tells us directly that those are the knights that fought in the original wars of this game, like the original first battles, like against dragons and against other countries. And that's important to know, because that tells us that Slave Knight Gil is very old. He's probably the oldest human in Dark Souls that's alive right now. He's probably the oldest character, period. And that's really interesting to know. And it's very important when we meet him later in the second DLC. So here's the little girl we came to rescue.
I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke. The one to show me flame. 'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I'll head off to paint. I promised Uncle Gale I would. 'Tis good.
Goddamn Gale.
The door is open.
I always call him Gil. It's Gale, though. That's the correct pronunciation. So at this point, we've rescued the small little girl, and she's gonna go back to paint. And she's very important for the second DLC, but at the same time, not important at all because they completely whiffed her character in the second DLC. So let's go ahead and heal up. Top waifu. She's, you know, a kind of waifu, you know, if you don't mind prison. She's a little underage, you know. Just a smidge. We're just gonna leave her there, I guess. So at this point, we got to continue forward and find a switch at the end of this little area. I don't know. I feel like this part of the DLC is the one that stands out the most to me in terms of not really fitting. It just doesn't make sense, you know. Like, I know why I'm coming over this way, because there's a switch over here, and that's gonna lead us to the next, you know, the next thing that we got to do. But it doesn't feel like I'm progressing, you know, in a way that makes sense. Anything can be a waifu if you try hard enough, that's true. There are tons of enemies hidden around every corner here. Unable to capture! Oh, it must be an item I already have too many of. There's enemies everywhere here. They all breathe fire like a bunch of dicks. And throw spears at you. And you never know where they're gonna be. Right there is where this guy is, actually. I knew where he was gonna be. So you gotta be careful when you're going through this area, because everybody's gonna try and flank you and just kill you. And hello, the Golden Cummies. I appreciate that your name is still the Golden Cummies. I appreciate your dedication to the cause. Oh shit. Oh shit. Stop. Stop that. It's rude. We all know that Lap is the top tier waifu. It's true. In terms of all the waifus in this game, Lap is top tier. Prism Stone because my maximum inventory is full. Okay. I already have too many Prism Stones to pick up anymore. Hello! Oh, fuck. No, no. Please. Oh, hey! You think you're cool with your sword and torch? Alright, let's... I'm trying to... This area is a little confusing because it... Stuttery boy over there. There's a lot of shit in this area. Ow! Fucking Christ! How did you see me? There's a lot of shit in this area and I want to make sure that we get all of it. So... Trying to be as thorough as I can when we go through here. Because a lot of it is really cool stuff too. Like a lot of the weapons that these guys are using are things that are here. Like the torch is its own weapon. It's a special, unique torch that actually has like a weapon set behind it. Oh my god, he just glitched down that hill. And then fucking beat the shit out of me. Can you relax? For 2 seconds? He was like up here and then just slid down. Goddamn killed me. Now the top waifu is a crossbreed of Priscilla. That's Knight Commander Yorshka. I don't know. Like, in terms of base game, she's probably the top waifu in the base game. But when it comes to, like, the DLC, I'd say Lap is the top waifu. And then, that's in the second one, though. When it comes to this DLC, it's probably, the little girl we just rescued. But she's not the kind of waifu that you do the sex. She's one of the waifus that you do the protect, you know? You gotta be very, you know, clear about that. You know, you gotta understand there's a difference. Hey, it'd be really cool if you died. Oh. You didn't. I was hoping you would. Oh, shit. Shoo! Hey, how you doing? Whoop. Ah, fuck! Oh! Whoop. Pop these boys from up above. Bam. Not enough mana, we can do it. I think she's like 10. She's like 10, yeah. Yeah, she's what we would call in the movie industry a youngling. That means no doing the sex. It's not acceptable. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, that's what I thought, bud. These are waifus that you protect, okay? Not like Knight Commander Yorshka. Knight Commander Yorshka, you can do the sex. She's like a half-dragon. You know, it's acceptable. It is acceptable to sex Yorshka, not so much for the little painter. Painter girl, not for that, please. Stop it. I say this because let me tell you guys the amount of pornography that came out for this character when this DLC was released. Whew. It's too much. One more. I know there's probably some sort of like really significant reason for this bell being here, and I vaguely remember reading something on it. I apologize, I just don't know off the top of my head why it's there. Knight Commander Yorshka is a waifu whose fluffy tail you touch. Yeah, you touch her fluffy tail as much as you want. Oh boy, I thought that was a cliff there. I was about to get real spooked. Hey bud. So let's go over here and make ourselves a shortcut, so we don't have to go through shit anymore. Makes this a lot easier to get through. And I believe this wall is textured absolutely horribly. Look at that. Look at how flat and weird that looks. Oy. Now, if you want to fuck a waifu, Dancer of the Boreal Valley is your Boreal Alley. that is legitimately clever. The Dancer of the Boreal Valley is up your Boreal Alley. Oh man, I sense Shadman lurking nearby. Goddamn Shadman. What did I miss? Well, Seth, we're talking... Oh! Fuck me! Shit, I forgot that this is a thing. Oh, crap. No, don't stand in one space for too long, or else you get wrecked. Hey, bucko. I see that you're weak to fire, and you don't have a shield. You're what I like to call prime enemy bait. Alright, come here. Okay, so we gotta be really careful. This area's full of enemies. All of them waiting to decapitate us, so we gotta be real careful when going through here. Ah, there he is. There's my boy. There's a lot of free souls down here, though, which is nice. Oh, no. Okay, let's try and grab this guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whew. I really hope I don't get attacked from behind. That would be unfortunate. Okay, good. The other guy's gone. I'm getting a lot of Estus for killing these guys, though, which is nice. Okay, let's go over here and grab a weapon, which is the Earthseeker, the weapon that guy was using to fight us. There's actually an easier way to get down to this little area without falling from up there. Falling up there is actually a trick, which is weird. My first time going through the DLC, fighting enemies and stuff, I didn't actually fall up there. I found the secret area first. You are gonna get absolutely destroyed, shield or no. Yeah, you're gonna block my shit? Oh, no. I thought I could riposte him in time. I couldn't. Okay, he's done. Good. Painting girl is to be protected from Shadman. Robbo knows. He knows. He knows what's up. There should be another one over here. I believe there's another enemy, unless he falls down. I think he fell down and we were fighting him. I'm not sure exactly, though. Or he might just be... Nope, he had fallen down. Okay, good. So now we have to return to the main area. Boop. Just pop down there. Tony, I'm stuck on the wall of Lothric against the thick boy and I need help. Oh, do you? You mean Vort of the Boreal Valley, the very first boss? Or are you talking about the dancer of the Boreal Valley? Who I would not describe as thick, but, you know, thick comes in many forms. So that's really up to personal preference if you consider her thick or not. If you want to know the trick, hello B-Roy, welcome to the stream. If you guys want to know the trick to pretty much every boss in Dark Souls, I was about to say to Vort, but really it's every guy. Just stand on their ass. Vort is actually, he takes more damage from the front, but it's deceptive. You should really be fighting him from the back, because his butt is basically a huge blind spot. So, you just, you know, you just fight him on his butt and you'll be just fine. And is this on PC? Yes, we are streaming from PC. I was actually thinking of doing a viewer interaction stream where you guys could like come on in and we do like an invasion fight club. I'm speaking of invasion right now. I thought I heard the invasion sound. I thought I was being invaded. I guess not. So that's the follower torch. It's actually the only unique torch in the entire game. There's only 2 torches in the game, just the regular torch and then that one, and that one has its own like weapon set. I think I read somewhere it's the only unique torch in Dark Souls that has its own weapon set. What are your thick standards, Tony? I don't know. I've got pretty high standards. Like, certain things that people would consider thick, I don't consider thick enough, you know? But I guess there is a difference between thick and fat. Like fat is in like PHAT, not, you know, FAT. A bit of a difference. You know, it's all technicalities. You know, technicalities on this stream today. Yo, Tony, can you hook me up with those unique torches? No, this torch is mine. Get your own, my guy. You gotta get your own torches. Thickness ain't everything. Take Lisa, for example. I'd eat her like a double-dipped ice cream, and she ain't thick. Lisa ain't thick. Have you guys seen that picture? It's a picture of Lisa. And people were like, why? It was like, why would you want to go out with her? She's 50. And they're like, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's at 50. And I always thought that was hilarious. This guy has red eyes. Red-eyes black dragon, which is why he's a bit stronger than your average boy. He's got a bit more health. You get him before he actually shoots, which is good. And that should drop the hammer. The Quakestone hammer. which is a really, really heavy and really big two-handed hammer, which is completely overshadowed by a hammer that you get in the second DLC called the Lido Hammer. And the Lido Hammer is very neato, if I do say so myself.
Excuse my pun.
But no, seriously, it's really good and basically just eclipses every other hammer in the game. It's just good. It also has 80% block, which is ridiculous for the weapon. You don't need a shield when you have it, because it has 80% block just like built in. Oh shit. Oh no 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 no, don't slide off the ledge. Don't slide. Okay, good. We're good. Hey bud. Whoop. Ready to get... Okay, hold on, let me take a sippy first. Alright, you ready to get fucked? Ready to get your stamina broke? Yeah, that's what I thought. Dingus. Alright, let's open up the other shortcut that's over here and we'll continue forward. I have no clue who Lisa is. Oh, she is the... basically the hot grill of JoJo Part 2. Which is my personal favorite part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. At least the anime form. The manga form is actually not that good for Part 2. It's a little bit disjointed and kind of weird, but the pacing of the anime for Part 2, sublime. So this area is kind of annoying. And by kind of, I mean extremely. There's a lot of bugs here. And these bugs do a lot of poison damage. And also they kind of move around all weird, and it sucks. But they do die, and oh, they will try to grab you, and when they do, it does a lot of damage. Okay, so we gotta kind of play it safe here. And don't get grabbed. That's the main thing. Oh! Literally, I say don't get grabbed. And I get grabbed. Okay, so these guys actually covered us in parasites, which you can't really see because my character's a bit too thick. The important thing about the parasites is that they will bleed you out if you're not careful, so you need to carry a torch. As I say this, I am immediately blood lost and almost died because of it. Carry a torch on you, it's the only way you can keep them at bay. It's very important to have a torch here. And fight them one at a time. Do not fight these bugs as groups. I know that they die in one hit, but honestly, if you fight them in a group, you will die. Alright, let's grab this item here. Oh, I forgot. Ah, shit. Forgot how tricky this game is sometimes. Okay, so this little area down here that was over on that ledge, we could fall down there, but it's just easier if you come here. So that is a hidden wall. Ooh. And now we're basically going to pull these bug boys one at a time and play it very safe, because you do not want to rush in here, because you will immediately get destroyed if you do. I might actually equip some throwing daggers while I'm here, because I don't want to waste my mana, because we are going to have to do a boss fight soon with an enemy nearby, and I really don't want to fight him without my mana. So let's go ahead and get you, and get you. Ah, you know what we should do? This is a trick you can do. So if you have the lumbering dragon crest ring, slumbering I mean, it makes me not make any sounds. So we can actually just sneak up behind all of these bugs and they won't notice us as long as we're not in line of sight. See? We don't make any sounds despite wearing really heavy armor. We are really big though, so they do notice that. Ow, how did you hit me there? Die. It's weird that your fire sword doesn't stop parasites. Honestly though, it really is. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that's incredibly strange. I think it's really dumb that it doesn't. Like, I really feel like I should be able to stop parasites with this sword just by having it exist. One thing I will say is that the Dark Souls team, like the first Dark Souls team, which then went on to work on the third one, they really don't have a lot of weird details, you know, like weapons interacting with NPCs in certain ways, or helmets, or like equipment that interacts directly with the world. But the Dark Souls 2 team was really all about those like little details, like certain equipment if you wear will make certain NPCs react a certain way. Like that's just not in Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3, you know? Like if this were Dark Souls 2, this sword definitely would have done that. I think. I can fat roll. It's not the best kind of roll, but it does the job done. It's really weird. I don't know, Dark Souls 2 is not perfect, certainly not. And I know it gets a lot of flack, but it did have a lot of cool details that really the later game, Dark Souls 3, just does not have. Come on, boy! I see you coming. Get shit on. Alright, there's actually another... Boop, right there. But we're not going to go there yet. So what we want to do is kill you. And then kill you. You. Get the Vinheim equipment, which was worn by the guy that we killed when he invaded us. Kill you. And I think you're the last guy here. Oh no, I forgot. There's a ton more on this wall here. Boop. Done. I think that is every bug here, which is good shit. We can now loot this last boy in the middle. Blood gem. We can go ahead and get this switch. Weep for the flies.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
One thing I really don't like about this DLC is actually that scene right there. I think it's so dumb. Normally in Dark Souls, it's pretty grounded in terms of like, when you hit a switch, you know, when you hit a switch in Dark Souls, it'll basically open up the logical thing. But that one is like, way out of nowhere, you know, like all the way over there, and that switch made a thing happen, you know? I think it's a little silly. I feel like that should have opened up a little house that would have given us a switch somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'm just nitpicking. It just feels kind of dumb. Alright, let's put on the cat ring, because we're going to have to do some platforming here. Now, here's the reason I wanted to have our mana, because we need to get all the way down there, and we're going to have to fight a pretty strong character. Strong if you're not prepared. And also, Dark Souls platforming, everyone's favorite, not at all shitty at all, definitely not garbage and pretty much broken and just an easy way to get yourself killed. Absolutely not. See all those bloodstains? Those are definitely not people who fell because of, you know, busted mechanics. Absolutely not. That would just be dumb, you know? Oh, fuck me, dude. Christ. Let's drop down here. I feel like that's... The lower I'm falling without, like, falling too far, you know? Like, I don't want to go down too far. Oh, shit. Okay. See, like this. I'm only falling down like a foot. And then I just sort of walk down. You don't want to go from the top to the bottom. That's the important thing. Because if you go from the top to the bottom, then you get fucked. So have you guys ever played Dark Souls 1 and did the painted world of Ariamis, or Amaeus, however it's pronounced? You'll notice that this area is very familiar, because it is basically where that boss fight was held. So now that we drop down without dying, thank God, let's put our ring back on and get ready to fight some boys. Livid Pyromancer Dunnel. Oh yeah, Dunnel? Are you ready to see a real Pyromancer, my guy? Are you ready to see a real fucking Pyromancer? Because I'm about to show you what it means to be a Pyromancer. Do not heal. You absolute shitlord. Oh my god, he hurts so much. Oh! Oh, he's got a katana because he's a weeb. Oh, Jesus. And he heals himself because he's a... Oh, he doesn't heal. No, he just does that. He does that. Hey, bud. Yeah, come here. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, God. That was... Yep. Oh! Oh! And he sneezes! He knows the sneeze. Yeah? Ow! Shit. There is no escape! There is no escape! There is no escape, Donald! Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't think I'd win that. Okay, so the spell that he used that summoned the little orb that shot, that was the spell that he dropped. So this is actually the area that you fight Priscilla, I believe, in Dark Souls 1. And as a nice little callback to that, you can actually exit the area by falling off this ledge. Visions of jumping, but don't you dare. Or maybe I'm wrong. There's in Dark Souls 1 there was a ledge that you could approach, and if you jump down that ledge, you could like exit the area. And I'm pretty sure that there's a callback to that, like you can jump down one of these ledges and not die. I just don't quite recall where. Is it really not here? I could have sworn you could just jump right there. I thought that if you beat the optional boss, you could jump down. Maybe you have to have the optional boss alive. I don't quite remember. Or maybe I'm just wrong entirely, and I'm just being hopeful. How much longer for this stream? That's a good question. Probably another hour. We've got a lot to go. To a flip. We're not jumping. We're not doing it. I'm not losing all my souls. Oh, so that item that I picked up is actually pretty interesting if you're a pyromancer. So this is the Pyromancer's Parting Flame, and it has two really neat mechanics. Okay, so first of all, it does less damage, less base damage than a regular flame. But what it does is it leaves a little trail of fire where your character's hands are, and if an enemy walks into that, they'll die. So let's say you're casting a spell, right? Every single second that you're doing an animation, moving your hand, that flame will leave behind little flames that'll do damage if people walk into that. On top of that, it collects the souls of enemies you've killed, and when you've killed 10 enemies, you can use it to heal yourself. Which is pretty cool. And it doesn't matter how big the enemy is, it just matters that the enemy is there. Like, if you kill 10 small enemies that die in one hit, it counts that, and then you can heal yourself. It's a pretty cool thing. You need the Scotsman and his army of daughters. Nah, I think we should be good. So, remember what I was saying about how this DLC's getting kind of good, you know, and there's kind of neat stuff happening? It's done. The DLC is actually done right now. We just have to do the last boss and we're done. See how annoying that is? Like, we just started doing some cool shit, and like, now we're done. It sucks. Really, it does. So now we're gonna fight the last boss of that DLC, and then we'll move on to do some more stuff. Like, it ended quick. Like, ended quick. Tony, are you gonna stream Christian tonight? Yep, today is Saturday. I always stream every day at Saturday at 9. Let's go ahead and level up while we're here. I feel cheated out of my spicy content. Honestly, I feel kind of cheated, you know? Like, legitimately, I feel cheated. Fuck, now I'm annoyed. I know, right? You'd think, like, there's more content to this DLC, but really, that's it. We're done. We're just gonna do the boss and that's it. Tony, you gotta get some lighter armor if you want to win. Nah, man, I'm pretty happy with the armor I have. Mostly because I wanted to make my character really thick. The boss fight is good, though. Yeah, it is a good boss fight. It's the only boss fight in the game that's 3 phases, too. Which is really exciting. Hey, how you doing? So we're gonna summon some people to help us, I guess. You can summon Slave Knight Gil for this boss fight. But he only shows up during the 2nd and 3rd phase. But we're gonna summon him, just why not? We're gonna see if there's anybody within my level range here. I really hope that there is. Is there really nobody here, like, doing the boss fight right now? This boss fight is ironically 50% of the DLC's runtime. It is, though! Like, it seriously is. It's a pretty challenging fight, and it's actually very interesting from a lore perspective how this fight actually plays out. Oh, there we go. There's some boy. We'll summon Finn the Human. And, I'll summon in Dragon Boy here. Yeah, Wolfram. Oh, I can't summon Wolfram. I got... Okay, Finn the Human it is. Just Finn the Human. I want to make my character thick, makes them skinny. Yeah, I mean, he's got thick armor. I mean thick is in like a deceptively thick, you know? Like, this is the push-up bra of thickness. Hello, Finn the Human. Man, they're looking pretty fresh right now. Like, legitimately? He looks pretty good. Like, his fashion souls is on point. I'll give you a praise of some for that. I'll give you a praise of some for that. It's good shit.
My flail. Bring me my flail. Ah, Frida. What stops thine ears? Please.
Sad dad, guys.
Bring Frida to me, please. Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
Man, I'm looking spicy though.
Fret not, Father. We have no need of thy flail. 'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash. Please avert thine eyes. I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Oh shit. Alright, time to beat her. So the lore of this area is actually super neat. So essentially Frida has been lying to this guy, and he's been whipping himself with a flail to keep the one flame of this world, like, alive. He's using his own blood to keep it up. And Frida's been lying to him, telling him that, like, bad shit is happening, you know? When in reality, it's her keeping him in, you know, in the dark. It's pretty sad. Sad Dad is, like, legitimately a sad character. Oh, shit. She's gonna jump. Okay, cool. Normally with that move, she would jump. Now, Frida uses all ice magic, which is her whole thing, until she dies. Now she's gonna fall down. And Sad Dad's gonna see her die. Oh, they're trying to keep the flame out. Oh, my bad. I was under the impression that Frida was trying to keep the flame out, but Sad Dad was trying to keep it going. You know, I thought they had two different goals. I apologize. That's not how blood works. That is how blood works. Sad Dad is mad. Tony, say hi to my sister. Hello, Desmond's sister. Here comes Slave Knight Gil to fuck him up. So basically what you want to do is you have one person fight Frida, and then you have everyone else beat up, you know, upset father here. He's kind of dumb, and also he's a big target, and also he's weak to fire, so it's a good idea for me to be fighting him. Ooh, but he can one-shot you if you're not careful. He does actually hit way harder than Frida, and that's very important to know. So when he's doing certain abilities, you kind of want to be at range. Sad dad. Okay, so in this game, if you guys have noticed, every time my character dies, we use an ember to kindle ourselves, right? And basically give us another life. What the father did is he basically used the flame of this world to bring Frida back to life. He embered her. Okay? You get the Titanite slab if you beat them. So now phase 3 of the fight starts. Wherever Frida is, she'll get back up a third time. Now you'll notice now that Frida's name is Black Flame Frida. Why is it called that? It's because Frida is actually using a separate flame to come back for a third time. She's not using the flame of just, you know, the first bonfire. She's actually using the dark flame of humanity itself. Every single human in the Dark Souls world carries a bit of darkness within them in the form of the Black Flame. That's where dark pyromancies and dark miracles and all the dark magic comes from, kinda. Humans can do that because they have the darkness inside of them. And Frida calls the darkness inside of herself to come back for a third time. And it's pretty neat. I think it's really interesting stuff to consider that that's a thing that she does. Fuck you. Put on my big hat and get more souls now. Okay. Put on my ring. Let's go ahead and put on the shield, too. Very good. Now we'll leave the shield out. Good job, boys. You did it. We won. Oh, there they go. Bye. Well, that was the Ashes of Ariandel DLC. It's pretty good, it's just so fucking short. That edge. Phantom Boy's putting in work. Yeah, she's honestly a really easy boss fight if you have anybody helping you at all. And even when you're by yourself, I think she's not that hard. I really think she's pretty easy, just in general. But maybe that's just me. So actually what I want to do is we're going to go back to the village, and as I mentioned, if we return there and talk to that boy, that little bird boy, he'll give us a Titanite slab for getting rid of Frida. Wait, what? That's it? Yeah, that's it. That's it, yeah. I saw someone solo that fight with fist only. It's really not the hardest, you know? Especially if you have any sort of range or like a quick weapon to just stagger her to death, which I have both of. Now I'm really annoyed. I know, right? This DLC is just done. He moves from his little chair over there and he goes over this way.
Oh, my, thank you. I can hear the crackling from here. The sound of my home. The painting of Ariandel. Burning away.
And we get the Titanite slab for that. So he's happy that we burned down the world, and that's a good thing. Now let's get out of here. You know, it would have been a cool way to increase the runtime of that DLC, is if you found out stuff about the Black Flame. I thought that would have been really neat. I'm kind of disappointed that they just introduced Black Flame Frida and then they don't do anything with it, you know? I think it's pretty lame.
Very well, then.
Alright, let's go ahead and level up one more time. I think we can only do it once now. Mayst thou thine discovers un thou dost. Goddamn fancy pants words over here. Now let's go this way. And we can use her soul to make some pretty cool stuff, actually. You can use it to basically make the flail that that guy was using to whip himself with, which is actually hilarious. You can actually whip your character with this flail. If you can use it to violently flail yourself, and it'll take your health away, but increase like miracles and stuff. It's pretty funny. I've seen people use it. It's a pretty good weapon. But then there's also the weebiest weapon in the game, which is Frida's Great Scythe, which is a dex and sorcery, dex and int weapon, which gives you basically the dual scythe. Now we're gonna make that just because it's way cooler than, like, you know, the other one. Let me just show you off, like, what it looks like in action. It should be right around here somewhere. There we go. I think this was shown off once on my stream. You do this, and then you be a huge weeb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody invaded me with this weapon, and I, like, two-shot them. It's a pretty cool weapon, and it's honestly really strong and really fun to use, but, like, it leaves you really open to attack if you're not careful, so keep that in mind. So now we're going to go ahead and equip that, and go to the optional area of the game, which I mentioned a really long time ago, like streams and streams and streams ago. So what we're going to do is... which one? Dungeon? Yeah, dungeon. So we're going to go back to the dungeon. And I think I remember telling you guys that if we do an emote in a certain place, it'll take us to an optional area. So we're going to go to the Dragon Zone. You guys ready to get Dragon Tales? Do you guys ever watch Dragon Tales? Goeth fucketh thyself untust thine asshole. That's basically how fancy that shit is. You know, I think if we fall down there, we won't survive the fall, so I'm not going to risk it. Even with the cat ring, because I think it's too high. Time for the Revenge of Ornstein. $60 weeb loadout. Only found at flea markets. You guys know what I like to call people who buy, like, swords and shurikens and, like, throwing daggers from, like, you know, to, like, look cool? I call those people mall ninjas. Because normally they'll go to, like, some store in the mall that just, like, sells, like, katanas and, like, poorly made weapons and shit. I like to call them... Oh, shit. We're not going exactly the way I need us to go, but that's okay. Did I really go the wrong way? Oh, fuck, I did. Okay. Oh, hello. It'd be really cool if you left me alone. I went to the wrong shortcut. My bad, guys. Let's head back. I call them mall ninjas. Man. I once bought... I was a mall ninja for a good, like, 3 days, because I once bought throwing knives, because I thought it would be cool. Because they were, like, 15 bucks, and they were cheap as fuck. So I bought, like, a little set of throwing knives, and I thought it was cool as fuck. I threw them at, like, barrels and, like, water bottles. Basically, I'd fill up, like, 2-liter soda bottles with water, right? And then just throw them at them. And I thought I was cool as fuck. I wasn't. I'm sure I look like a huge idiot. Goddamn mall ninja. I did that, like, twice, right? I did that twice, and then on the third day, the fucking dagger broke. Like, one of them broke, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then the next one broke that I threw again at the water, and then they just kept breaking until they were all broken, and it sucked. Alright, so if we go over to this dragon boy, and we use the Path of the Dragon emote, it will take us to the optional area, which is actually right over there. You can see it from here. Moral of the story is don't be a mall ninja, guys. Don't buy, like, throwing knives and katanas from the mall. Because that shit is so cheap and so garbage, it'll just, like, break the first time you use it. Twinkling Dragonstones make the best stands. I have never once, in all of my time playing Dark Souls 3, ever seen anyone use the Twinkling Dragonstones. I should make a Twinkling Dragonstones build and then use it on stream, because I have legitimately never seen it. Not once. Not once. I think at one point people were really begging for buffs so that it would actually be usable, and then those buffs never came. Like, they haven't touched these weapons. So, like... He's gonna try and bury me. Nice. So then people just sort of gave up asking, and that's why nobody uses them. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I think right at the start over here there was an item right behind where we spawned. Maybe not, I'm just going back for nothing, but it doesn't hurt to check. Alright, cool, there wasn't anything. So this is the Dragon's Peak, which, it's a deceptive name, because there's no dragons here. It's just wyverns, but there is a dragon here, I think. Just one. Mainly we're here to fight an optional boss. There's two bosses here. One of them is probably the worst boss fight in this game in terms of like fun, because it's a gimmick boss. The whole point of the boss is you run to the end of his little area. He's got like a little circuit. You run to the end and then like do a thing and he dies instantly. And then there's the Nameless King, which is the second boss, and that's who we're here to fight. I'm telling you, these dragon boys are fucking annoying because of their spells and long necks. Oh! I saw you coming, my guy. I'll use my spells. There's a bonfire right over there. You think I give a fuck? Boo, needs more dragons. Yeah, it's mostly drakes. It's just drakes and wyverns, which are basically the same thing. Oop, whoopsie. Ow. Rude. A lewd dude with a rude toot over here. Alright, let's... Whoop. Wow, that guy got hit with the, That's the cool thing about this spell. You can actually hit people, like, as the spell goes by. You can still hit them, which is pretty cool. Wyverns are dragons with no arms. Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what it is. Is it the Nameless King, that one that has a stand? No, the Nameless King doesn't have a stand. You're thinking of Pontiff Sullivan. Pontiff Sullivan is the character in this game that has a stand. Which we've already fought him. We fought him a little while ago. It was actually funny. My spells were so strong that the second he summoned out his stand, it just fucking died, like, instantly. And he didn't even get to use it. Oh, hello. Hello, Knight Solaire. Yeah, you ready to have a good time? Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna weapon buff yourself? Cool. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over to this switch. And then, once I'm done, I'm just gonna run straight into the boss fight, because you can't follow me in here. And then I'm gonna do the boss. Bye. Alright, so this is the boss. Man, I know I said I do tons of fights, but like, I couldn't resist. Oh shit. Camera! Ooh, relax. Alright, so this is the Ancient Wyvern. He basically doesn't take damage from anything. So the whole point of this fight is you just run by him. You run by all these boys. Try not to die, too. And we gotta get to the end. At least the boss looks cool. I mean, it's a big wyvern, you know? Wyverns look cool, but like... Still. This area has the worst enemy in the entire game. The most buggy piece of shit enemy in this entire game. And you'll see him. You see that really tall dragon over there? Little tall dragon boy, right there, right fucking there, this guy. He's fucking buggy as fuck, and he's awful. He throws his little weapon at you, and it just goes through all sorts of terrain. It's awful. Alright, so we're just gonna go up the ladder, because nobody can follow us up it. It would be just fine. Alright, time for the gimmick of the fight. Everyone's favorite boss skin with gimmicky fights. Whoop. It's not even a cool gimmick, you know, like Yorm the Giant had a decent gimmick, I guess, because, like, it was the Storm Ruler, and using that was cool, and it felt powerful, like, you'd hit him and he'd get stunned, but, like, this gimmick is not good. It is definitively not good. So let's go ahead and equip our stuff so that we get tons of souls. Because why not? And here's the entire point of the gimmick. You go over here, and you wait for him to cast his fire so that his head will be down. Once his head is down, you just jump on him and he dies. That's literally it. Ooh, it's so good, guys. Ooh, yeah. That's it. Then you get the Dragon Hit Stone. And then it teleports you to the next area. That's really it. Yeah, that is legitimately it. Tony, I found a Skyrim mod that adds Nito into the game. Oh, that's really... Nito. No, that's cool shit, though. You should link that mod on my Discord. I'll download it for Skyrim when I eventually do a stream of Skyrim. Did I get all the souls for that? Okay, now I forgot. It doesn't give it to you until all the way over here. That is literally it, yeah. That is literally it. Organic transition. What's that? Yeah, it's so dumb that it just immediately teleports you over here, by the way. Because straight up, that little area that we were just at with the dragon, it's right over here. It's right over here. That's where we were. It could have just opened that door. Okay, so this little area is kind of neat. I'll show you why it's neat. So this guy here, if we kill him, we can actually get his armor set. Now, if we keep killing him, it'll just spawn more people for us to fight. If we kill him, it's going to spawn another guy where he came in. And we're going to keep fighting until it brings out Havel. And if we kill Havel here, we can fight him later. And then we can get his armor set. There he is. Nice. Havel right out of the gate, which is good. Normally, I'd have to fight like 1,000 of those little knights before it would give me Havel, but not this time, so that's cool. Hopefully he puts his fucking shield down sometime soon. So I can actually hit him. Oh! Yeah, be careful, he will fucking pancake your character. He will flatten you. He also can't heal, which is important to know, so just keep in mind that he cannot heal. And I want him to start two-handing. Or at least do that. Like, do something, you know, so I can wreck him. Put your fucking shield down! You absolute anus! There we go. Oh, is he buffing himself? Oh, he is. Yeah, now he's gonna two-hand and he's gonna be too slow to fucking do anything. But he won't get staggered, which is the main thing. So now we can unload on him. Whoa! Hey, how you doing? So as long as he's covered in the poop armor, I guess. Doesn't really, you know, get staggered. It's the whole main thing of it. And done. Good. So let's keep going. I think that'll actually be the end of the stream, guys. And I will see you on the next time. On the next time, we'll continue through the area. I just realized we've been doing this for a while, so we'll keep going after this. Thank you guys for dropping by. I think ending with Havel is a pretty good place. So I'll see you guys next time.